Good morning everyone. It's Thursday the 12th of March and it's about 8:30 in the morning. I'm back on the plot after what seems like quite a long time really. One reason or another, not been very well. You can probably hear I'm still a bit croaky. I've been away travelling for work and generally just not able to get down here to do much because of the weather or whatever it is. I mean, fortunately I think it was pretty much up together before this kind of period of neglect, for want of a better term, started. There's quite a bit to do, particularly some of the edges of the paths and things where the grass is encroaching on the beds, but generally speaking it's not too bad. I've seen it worse after I've left it for similar spells in the past, but I've got 2 weeks leave. Well, this is my first week. I've got the rest of this week and next week. My plan, although been a bit snookered by being unwell, was to come down and kind of catch up the time that I lost for the weekends when I'd been away or unwell. That hasn't proved to be the case, and today probably is not going to be much time spent on the plot per se, because it's construction day today. Probably you can't tell what this pile of wood is going to be, but I'll record some more video later and stick it all together. This is going to be one big cloche. It's going to be about 2 meters long and about 1 meter wide, and that's basically to allow me to grow stuff earlier, because the plastic that will be on top will protect it and keep the worst of the weather off. I've also inherited, if I just walk around here, another compost bin, not very big as you can see. It's probably about 75 centimeters square, but I'm going to probably put that there, so I need to make some space, move some of the plastic or acrylic cloches off of there, and also need to tidy up compost bins, because although I got the compost bin, I also got given the compost that was in it. So that needs to be sorted out. Just check that it's not got any nasties in that I wouldn't want to put on the plot later on. So yeah, that's about what my day will entail. Not much to show you. I think I've mentioned before the broad beans weren't looking great. They're not looking great at all now. Obviously got far too big far too early. Quite a few of them are completely dead now. That one. And quite a few in all the rows actually. I will kind of tidy this up a bit and see what it looks like, but my temptation at the moment is to pull them out, or at least chop them off and let them rot down where they are, and plant some more fresh in a week or so's time. But I'll have a proper look rather than just as I'm doing now, which is kind of casting an eye while I've got the camera going. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'll try and record a few more with a bit of update on progress of the cloche building. As you can probably tell, I've already kind of built the frame at home and then just dismantled it to get it in the car to bring it down. So we will see how that goes. Shouldn't take me too long. As long as the wind doesn't get up, because I've got to cover it with plastic, and that might be a tad difficult with the wind blowing. Hope wherever you are you're having a good day, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Just a moment ago, although in real time it was about half an hour, I've managed to get the compost bin up together. It's on a wooden base that came with it. It's got a hinged lid, and at the moment is empty because I've tipped all the other compost onto this pile here, and put the sacks on top to try and get it to encourage it to rot down, because there's other stuff that's on there that hasn't properly rotted yet. So that's on the way to being compost. And then, as you'll see, I've also assembled the kit that I had, which was the cloche. It was all kind of pre-assembled previously. I did it in the yard at home, and all I've done is literally kind of unscrewed it there, packed it into the car, brought it down here and screwed it all back together again. What I haven't done yet obviously is put the plastic on. That's the next step, but I thought I would show you the kind of interim position, and also have a cup of coffee, because although I've only done half an hour's of work, I feel quite out of breath, so I'm obviously not as recovered as I thought I was. But there you go. So yeah, cup of coffee and then on with the plastic. I'm going to fix that down with a staple gun, whereas the rest of it so far is all screwed together. So staple gun the plastic on, and see how far we get. More soon. So there you have it, that's the finished article. Covered it in plastic, which wasn't an easy task because the wind started to pick up as I was trying to lay the plastic out. Plus I bought far bigger sheet of plastic than I actually needed, so I've actually put a double layer on, which I figure will be good for additional protection and also stop it breaking. I dare say over time it'll wear out with sunlight getting on it. I think if I was going to do it again, I'd probably order a slightly thicker plastic, because this was quite thin and I suspect will break fairly easily, but we'll see how we get on during the year. It was a bit of an experiment. I'll post a kind of step-by-step how-to on my blog when I get a minute, but actually there are plenty of how-to videos on YouTube to build one of these. I think it's probably down to how big you want it, what materials you've got, if any, or you need to buy. So yeah, it was a fun little project, quite glad I did it. I also think it's a suitable framework for putting netting over as well, so if you wanted to protect strawberries or brassicas or things like that, it would be a good framework to use. You just cover it with netting as opposed to plastic. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to pack up and head for the hills because I'm absolutely knackered. As I say, I think this cold or cough or flu or whatever it was has hit me far harder than I thought. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee, put this in place somewhere on the plot, not quite sure where yet, and then pack up and go home. Speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.